Hi, boys and girls. I hope you are all doing well. I'm hopping on here to make a video for you today to help with some of the subtraction when you have to regroup, sometimes more than one time, and especially when you have zeros. I want you to think about if you asked someone if you could borrow something, if they didn't have any of that item, they would not be able to give it to you, right? So you wouldn't be able to borrow from them until they got some of that item from somebody else. Then they could give some to you. So think about that with when you have these zeros in your problems, okay? I'd like for you to pause your video and write these four problems down on a piece of paper so that you are ready to do them with me. Then unpause your video and join me again. So our first problem is 608 minus 249. So of course we're going to start in the ones place like always. Is there more on top or is there more on the floor? Of course we can't do 8 minus 9, so we have to borrow. So I would come to the 0 to borrow, but I can't borrow anything from 0. Imagine that person doesn't have any of that item to give you. So they have to go to their neighbor and ask to borrow some. So this 0 is going to come over to the 6 and ask to borrow from the 6. Cross out those numbers, both of them. The 6 is going to become 5, just like before when we borrowed. And this 0 is going to become 10 because you're bringing 10 over and adding it to whatever you have there, which was 0. So now the 8 can borrow from the 10. So we're going to cross out the 8 and cross out the 10, making sure you're showing all of these steps. So now I don't have 10 in this spot. I have one less, which is 9. I'm going to bring 10 over here and put it with the 8 that I did have. So 10 plus 8 equals 18. 18 minus 9. Now we can do that. That equals 9. 9 minus 4 equals 5. And 5 minus 2 equals 3, for an answer of 359. It's really important that you always cross out your old numbers when you are regrouping and that you show all of those steps that you took. So you can see here, I have a stack of numbers in this tens place because I had to borrow a few times. Okay, it's important to show all of that work. So we're going on to the next problem. Okay, you'll notice that it's kind of the same way where I have a 0 in that middle spot and I need to borrow from there. I can't borrow from 0. The 0 has to become a bigger number to be able to borrow from it, right? I can't do 5 minus 6, so I would want to borrow. I can't do that, so I need to borrow from this hundreds place. So now I don't have 4 hundreds, I have 3. I'm bringing 10 over and putting it with the 0. So that equals 10. Now my 5 can borrow from the 10. So I'm going to cross out the 5 and the 10. I don't have 10 here. I'm taking 1 away. Now I have 9. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Now I can subtract. 15 minus 6 equals 9. 9 minus 5 equals 4. And 3 minus 2 equals 1. Again, showing all of your steps in regrouping. Okay, moving on to another problem. 700 minus 564. So I can tell right away I can't do 0 minus 4. So I would need to come and borrow from this spot. But, right, it's a 0. I can't borrow from there. So I need to borrow from here first. So I'm going to cross out both of these numbers. I'm going to take 1 away from here. So now I don't have 7 in that spot. I have 6. Bring 10 to this spot and add it to what we had, which was just 0. So you have 10. And now my 0 can borrow from this 10. Okay? I'm going to cross out this 0 and this 10. Now I don't have 10 here. I have 9. Remember, you're bringing 10 over and putting it with what you had, which was 0. So that's 10 in that spot. Okay, 10 minus 4, now we can subtract that, equals 6. 9 minus 6 equals 3. 6 minus 5 equals 1. So you get the answer of 136. Again, always be sure you cross out your old numbers so that the only numbers you have showing up are the ones that you're supposed to use in your subtraction problem. But you want to show those steps that you took. Okay? All right, we have another problem like that. 600 minus 373. So let's talk it through. We're going to start in the ones place. We can't do 0 minus 3, so we would need to borrow from the tens place. But it's a 0, so I can't borrow from there. So I have to make that number bigger first. So I need to borrow from the hundreds place for this tens place. So now I don't have 6 hundreds. I'm taking 1 away, so I have 5. I'm going to bring 10 over and put it at 0, so I have 10 here. Now I'm going to go back to that ones place. Now it can borrow from the tens place. So cross both of those out. Now I don't have 10 here. I'm taking 1 away, so I have 9. I'm going to bring 10 over and put it with this 0, so I have 10 in that spot. Okay, now we can subtract. 10 minus 3 equals 7. 9 minus 7 equals 2. And 5 minus 3 equals 2 for an answer of 227. Okay, now I'm going to put some problems on the board and ask you to pause the video and solve them, and then unpause the video and check your work with what I show you. So, boys and girls, I have 2 problems here that I'd like for you to write down on your paper. 307 minus 125. And also 900 minus 432. I'd like for you to pause the video and try to solve it yourself. Talk it through, write out your answers, showing all of your regrouping, crossing out those old numbers, and then unpause your video and check your work with mine. Okay? Pause your video now, boys and girls, and do your work. Okay, I hope you were successful in solving those problems. Let's check our work together. 7 minus 5. Can we do that? Yes, we can. So 7 minus 5 equals 2. How about 0 minus 2? Can you do that? No, we're going to have to regroup. So in this spot, we get a 2. In this spot, we get a 10. So 10 minus 2 equals 8. And 2 minus 1 equals 1. So I hope that's what you had in your work, boys and girls. Our other problem, we're starting, of course, in the ones place. 0 minus 2, I can't do that. So I'm going to need to regroup. Oh, but that middle guy is a 0, so I can't borrow from him yet. He needs to borrow from his neighbor. So that 9 is going to become an 8. That brings 10 over here. So now the 0 can borrow from the 10. The 10 is going to become a 9 instead. Be sure to cross out your old numbers. You're going to bring 10 over here and put it with the 0 that you had. So you just have 10. 10 minus 2 equals 8. 9 minus 3 equals 6. And 8 minus 4 equals 4 for your answer of 468. Boys and girls, remember, if you have questions, be sure to contact me so that I can help you some more. Great job. I hope you have a super day, boys and girls.